I killed you, motherfucker. You crazy? I don't know the fuck you think they play with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up. I play no motherfucking games. I killed you, motherfucker. You crazy? I don't know the fuck you think they play with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up. I play no motherfucking games. I killed.
This press conference was meant to be about Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Jake Paul, two completely different personalities. Tank is a knockout artist, the face of boxing's new era. Jake is a social media star who forced his way into the fight game and became a huge attraction. But instead of the focus staying on them, Floyd Mayweather stole the spotlight. He's the man who once made Tank a star, but now raises more questions than answers. The room was already tense. Think about it, Tank versus Jake Paul is a fight nobody expected. On paper, they're from different worlds. But Jake has money, millions of followers, and the ability to grab attention. Tank, on the other hand, is at the peak of his career, ready to prove he's not just the king of lightweight, but one of boxing's biggest names. The press conference was supposed to build hype, Jake throwing insults, Tank staring him down. But the moment Floyd walked in, everything changed. People were left wondering, is he supporting Tank, staying away, or about to drop a bombshell?
Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
When Floyd grabbed the mic, the whole room went quiet. Everyone knew he wouldn't show up unless he had something important to say. And he didn't disappoint. Floyd surprised everyone, especially Tank, by openly praising Jake Paul. Yes, the same Floyd who discovered Tank, promoted him, and helped build his career, chose to give Jake respect instead. Floyd even said Jake is good for boxing and that his business mindset reminds him of himself.
One thing I like about him, one thing I do like about him, he's selling it. He's selling it, and he's making good money, and he's entertaining. I like it.
Is he, and Floyd...
The look on Tank's face said everything. He wasn't impressed. For him, this fight wasn't just business, it was about his legacy. And yet, his former mentor was giving respect to his opponent.
Bro, when people, what I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person. Let's say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck him. And everybody in the crew, I mean, with him.
Same question for you. Proud father.
And Floyd didn't stop there. He hinted that boxing needs new energy and fresh faces to bring in new fans. Reading between the lines, it almost felt like he was siding with Jake. That's what hurt Tank the most, because this wasn't just any promoter talking, this was the man who built his entire career.
Every day, for years, every day in boxing. I'm somewhere in Aruba, in the Bahamas, in Dubai. I'm traveling the world on my jet, making millions every month, not worried about nothing. And then when I see it's a chance for me to do a heist, a quick heist, I'm gonna let y'all know this. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. At the end of the day, I'm the smart one. Because I don't care if you write good about me, you write bad about me, just keep writing about me.
For Gervonta Davis, this moment hurt deeply. His relationship with Floyd Mayweather has always been complicated. At first, Floyd was the mentor and Tank was the student, with Floyd presenting him as the next big star. But over time, their partnership slowly fell apart.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was. Real? That's what I was told at the time.
Tank felt like Floyd was controlling his career, holding him back, and using his name for Floyd's own benefit. Their issues even went public: Instagram rants, heated arguments, and moments where Tank claimed he was completely done with Mayweather Promotions.
Gotta ask you this: has the time come for Tank Davis to take control of his own career and leave Mayweather Promotions?
It don't necessarily have to be leave Mayweather Promotions. It's about just becoming that man, handle your own responsibility, your own priorities. So I feel as though it's my career, so I feel as though I need to be the one to control my career. You know what I mean? So, and it's time. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need to, have them training wheels on them forever. You know what I mean? It's time to, ride their own bike without training wheels.
So this is your last fight with Mayweather Promotions?
Yes, sir.
So when Floyd showed up at the press conference and praised Jake Paul instead of backing him, it felt like a dagger to Tank. He has always wanted recognition on his own terms. He wants to be known as Gervonta Davis, not just Floyd's fighter. But in that moment, Floyd was indirectly putting Jake Paul on the same level as him.
How about Jake? What do you think of Jake?
Clown.
Yeah.
He's a clown.
Would you look at it as a joke if your team was like, yo, we want you to fight Jake Paul? Would you be like, come on, man?
I'd laugh at him. Like, you want me to fight him?
You think it'll ever come to the point where you're going to mix into, I mean, you're obviously doing the real shit, but will it ever mix into the point where the money's big enough?
Yeah, would you ever do a fight like that?
I feel as though in my career I can't do that right now.
And of course, Jake Paul wasn't going to miss this chance. Drama is what he lives for, and Floyd just handed him the perfect gift. Jake smirked, leaned into the mic, and said, "Even Floyd knows I'm the real deal." The crowd loved it. Suddenly, it wasn't just Tank versus Jake anymore, it was Tank versus Jake, with Floyd caught in the middle. That's Jake's genius. He doesn't only fight in the ring, he fights with stories, headlines, and tension. And this time, Floyd gave him the perfect weapon.
I'm fighting Gervonta Davis on
wow.
Netflix.
Let's go.
People think that he could actually beat me, and people think he could outbox me, and he's so powerful and this and that. That's what makes it a good fight. November 14th, Netflix.
This moment brought back the old drama between Tank and Floyd. Fans remember when Tank accused Floyd of being jealous, of trying to keep the spotlight for himself. Tank even claimed that Floyd never wanted him to achieve more than what Floyd did. Whether that's true or not, moments like this only add more fuel to the fire.
Set you off that you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of this
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
This is
it.
exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank, don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
Let's be real, Tank doesn't want to share the stage with Jake Paul. He doesn't want to be compared to him. And he definitely doesn't want Floyd Mayweather giving Jake the kind of recognition Tank has spent years fighting to earn.
Who were you gonna call out? What was the plan originally?
I think he was here. He came in my locker room.
Shakur Stevenson?
He wasn't in my locker room.
Jake Paul?
Next question.
God damn, that's not the Gervonta I know.
Now the big question is, why would Floyd do this? Why would he show up and ignore Tank just to hype up Jake Paul? Some people think it's all business. Floyd sees Jake as someone who brings attention, money, and casual fans into boxing.
Gervonta Davis's guarantee.
I call bullshit.
Me too.
I call bullshit.
$200 million is a lot of money.
That'd be the most any athlete's ever made in one event, in one night. Where are they getting that money?
I mean, it's Netflix.
Okay. Mike Tyson didn't make that. Jake Paul didn't make that.
Yeah. 20 million, I would believe, not 200 million.
20 million seems realistic.
That's a lot.
Even because Netflix is bigger, but there's no pay-per-view model. So, and Gervonta is a big pay-per-view draw, especially for being a lighter weight class.
Yeah.
So 20 to even 40 I can get.
Oof, that's a lot.
40 I can understand.
When push comes to shove, though, you know, like 20.
Like Canelo's getting that 40.
Yeah.
But Gervonta Davis, he was, especially on Showtime, he was a big pay-per-view star.
Yeah.
He's a knockout artist. 200 mil is just completely false.
God, Jake is so much bigger.
Yeah, man.
I mean, so much bigger.
I don't get it. If he thinks this is going to make him legitimate in boxing, I just don't get why he do it.
Floyd has always cared about numbers and who creates the biggest buzz. And right now, Jake Paul is a bigger crossover star than Tank.
Jake versus Tank. This is just a money grab. Tank is in the news for bashing his missus. He obviously needs the money. And Jake Paul is the money fight in boxing. How the hell do you go from potentially fighting a heavyweight in Anthony Joshua to now going all the way down and facing Tank Davis? That's a major weight drop. It's an exhibition, so it's not a real fight. No, so apparently it's going to be a hybrid, which just means it's bullshit. But Netflix are in the entertainment industry. We all paid to see Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson at 60 years old fighting an old man in a walker. Now you're going to see Jake Paul fight Tank Davis. And I'm going to be honest with you, Jake Paul should be the favorite. He's got the weight advantage. Size advantage. He's got the size advantage. Reach. Say what you want, it's going to be an entertaining fight. I mean, this is a real boxer. People are asking, fight a real boxer. This is one of the best boxers in the world. But the fact that it's an exhibition, it just takes away.
Others think it's personal. Floyd and Tank's relationship never really healed, and Floyd knows exactly how to push Tank's buttons. Maybe he was trying to get under Tank's skin. Maybe he wanted to remind Tank that no matter how big he becomes, Floyd will always have influence. Or maybe Floyd just wanted the spotlight. He's a master at controlling the narrative, and with those comments, he made sure people talked about him just as much as Tank and Jake.
Floyd left Bob Arum. It's good for them to do it and become their own boss. And then if another guy does it, it's not good for the sport. He's disloyal. And what's wrong with Tank saying he want to be his own boss? And honestly, I've been there. The relationship between them two is very toxic. It's a toxic relationship. It's up and down and up and down. And I'm not gonna elaborate to everything that I know, but it's a very toxic relationship. And that's why when I tweet stuff, I don't tweet often, but when I tweet, I may fire off 50 tweets in the day. And that's why when I tweeted certain things about the relationship, Tank retweeted it because he knows. Like, I'm not just gonna say what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. It's back and forth, and I think it will serve him best to go and be his own.
Whatever Floyd's intentions were, one thing is clear: he just made Tank versus Jake even bigger. This fight was already a huge crossover event that had people buzzing, but now Floyd has added another layer to the drama.
Jake Paul is fighting Gervonta Davis. I'm serious. It's real. 199 in Paul's last fight, 133.8 for Davis in his last fight. I discussed that and so much more at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific at my YouTube channel. The link will be in my bio. But hey, I thought he was going to fight Anthony Joshua. How do you end up from Anthony Joshua to Tank Davis? I discuss.
Fans aren't just asking who will win between Tank and Jake. They're asking if Floyd actually wants Jake to win. Does he even believe in Tank anymore? And how will Tank respond in the ring after being publicly blindsided by his former mentor? This fight is no longer just about bragging rights, it's about Tank proving a point to Jake, to the fans, and maybe even to Floyd himself.
You can't be mad at somebody for doing what they feel is best for them.
Will it impact Tank's legacy if Jake Paul were like to beat him or even like knock him out?
Dude, Tank's three division world champion, four-time three division world champion. At the end of it, bro, you can't take anything away from him. Bro, you can't be mad at somebody for doing what they feel is best for them. It's the same way Roach feels Tank is the best option for him. Same way that Stevenson thinks the best option for him. Like all stuff, right? At the end of it, bro, we just want to do what's best for ourselves, right? Right or wrong. So do what's best for you.
Now let's talk about the fight itself. The rivalry between Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis has been building for a while. It didn't just come out of nowhere. Things really started to heat up after Jake's fight with Mike Tyson.
Call them boxers now. We talk about Logan brothers.
I think it's okay to call Jake Paul a boxer. The only reason why I say that is because he do be in the gym. He's working on stuff. The fight that he fought Mike Tyson, I don't think he should have fought Mike Tyson because of who Mike Tyson is and the age. And he said that he didn't try to knock him out. Yes, you did. You just couldn't get the knockout. And he tried to knock him out for sure.
Tank wasn't having it at all. To him, Jake was taking shots at a 60-year-old icon just to make himself look bigger. Tank saw that as pure disrespect. In his eyes, Jake was just trying to ride the legacy of a legend who helped shape the sport. and Tank made it clear to everyone that he wasn't impressed. Stay tuned, we'll catch you in the next video.